Hello, how's it going? I'm Edward and I created this channel just to talk about finances in general. So I personally think that people in my age or in my surroundings aren't talking about finances enough. I'm currently still in my 20s, I'm 23 and I've been financially independent for 2 years or so. So I do hope to provide and share value through my videos, generally from saving more money, investing more money and making more money for a better financial future. So if you're new, you probably are, and you can consider subscribing to this channel if you like videos like this. Did you know that the average American ages 24 or younger starts their financial journey with an average debt of $10,942? And this comes from credit cards, student loans, car loans, or even personal loans. I think we're wondering what's the factors that's causing this happening. So it can be a stupid amount of student loan and all that, but I think the main factor comes down to not knowing how to manage money, because we're not taught in school and not from our parents that might be in the same financial pit. Remember when our parents said that we will learn everything from school? Remember that? And yeah, well, I didn't learn how to manage money, how to do taxes, what are taxes, how to own my first home, how to love myself. Well, it probably can be solved with some algebra equations or like mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Let's get into the video. So this video, it's about how to start investing with $0 or even you're in debt of like, let's say $30,000 in your 20s. To be able to start investing, it depends on where you will want to put your money first before investing. So we will have to touch on these places where you have to put your money first before investing. All of it comes from actually paying yourself first and create that stability for yourself, and you can start investing and letting your money grow and work for you through investing. The first thing you should be aware of should be your retirement fund. So this will happen before you get paid. So people in the United States can go for the 401k plans, and also there are other options out there that you can create your own retirement fund. It can be from your government or it can be from private bank. You can think that you're in your 20s and you won't be retiring anytime soon, probably for the next 40 years. So you think, what's the point of having a retirement fund? But it's actually the perfect time for you to start contributing to your retirement fund, because let's say the 401k portfolio generates around 8% annual return and you're starting from 23 with a $40,000 salary, contributing around 15% of your gross income, and by 60, you will have around $2.4 million. As of starting from 30, you only have a little over $1.2 million, which is actually a 50% cut by the age of 60. That's crazy, right? As I say, this is the perfect time for you to start contributing to your retirement fund and have compound interest work for you, especially if your employer offers to match it. There are also other options out there for your retirement fund, so do your own research and see what works for you. Next will be something that's really important, and that's your emergency fund. This is really something that I would repeat a lot throughout this whole channel, and this is really important that everyone should have an emergency fund. Regardless of if you have $1 million in your bank account or 50,000 debt in your name, having an emergency fund will save you from unexpected situations, which will decrease your financial stress. I personally will put it at $2,500, or you can even put it at $500, $1,000, or even $10,000, depending on your situation. So a great strategy to do this is actually to start as soon as possible. So basically, by saving $100, $50, or even $300, depending on your situations, into an emergency fund, and make sure that it's easily accessible. This is for situations that are really an emergency, not like buying a gift for your mom, for your dad, or even buying for your partner. It's something like a car crash kind of emergency. So it's more like medical bills or car maintenance. Putting it in a separate bank account would be the safest choice, and you have to make sure that it's liquid and easily accessible. So like even if you're in debt, this is still crucial. Let's say you're coming from a $0 mark, and not having an emergency fund will be able to bring you to debt as well. So if you're in debt, you get into more debt when emergency situations came up. While we're still on the debt topic, the third one is actually having a strategy to pay off your debts. So depending on what kind of debt you have, and there's two strategies to paying off debts. It will be the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. For someone that's not motivated to pay out the debt, you can consider using the debt snowball method. The debt snowball method revolves around paying the debt with the lowest balance. So basically, let's say from mortgage, credit cards, student loans, personal loans, or car loan, and your car loan is left with $2,000 debt, that's the first one you would like to tackle. And let's say the next one is your personal loan with the second lowest amount, then you will tackle that second. Slowly tackling this will then essentially make you have lesser types of debts, like to 1 or 2 types. So like having 5 or 6 types of debt, it will be very difficult to stick with. The debt avalanche method will then be tackling the debt with the highest interest rate first. Let's say the credit card debt that you're in is $10,000 with a 20% interest rate. It will then be the first one you have to tackle first, paying the minimum amount and make sure you do not miss any minimum payment, and which will hurt your credit score and will cost you more on the payment fees. The fourth one, which will be the step that's a lot more enjoyable, which is saving 3 to 6 months payroll into an high-yield savings account. So if you have a job and there are also people that lost their job and could lose their job, a 3 to 6 months payroll will be able to help you sustain your living. Even if you're self-employed, things might go south and it will really come in handy. Putting this money to another separate bank account, it can be an online savings account with around 0.5% interest that is very steady. It's your financial decision and every step of it does matter. So a lot of people may even put their 3 to 6 months payroll into investment, which is actually the next step, which is investing into stocks, ETFs, index funds, bonds, or even cryptocurrency. Alright, let's talk about investment. So this is when you're ready to start investing after being stable financially. This is where you truly let your money work for you even when you're sleeping. Investing will then potentially make you wealthy. We're talking about real estate, stocks, index funds, ETFs, or even cryptocurrency. And I'm a strong believer of cryptocurrency, and I did my own research, and so do your own research before making any investments. Investments can be really risky, so make sure that it's something that you're knowledgeable on. So do your own research and make sure that it's something you know about and start investing. People will usually ask if they have to pay off the debt first or start investing first. These two actually comes around hand in hand. So if you have a lower interest rate debt, let's say like a student loan, then you'll be able to start investing simultaneously as well, technically tackling both at once. So if it's a high interest debt at 20% interest rate, then you should consider paying off that debt first. The average return of the market is usually 7% to 10% depending on the economy. So if you do have a high interest debt, you should pay off first. After all this, everything sounds safe and you can start buying that Gucci belt. Okay. Gucci belt jokes is back. So don't do that. Spend and manage your money wisely, but also make sure that you're stable and happy with where you are. So I'm not a financial advisor or any sort of professional. I just talk about personal finance on YouTube, and I hope you guys like this video and will hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like videos like this. Yeah, I think that's basically it to start investing, and bye bye. We'll talk again.